Let me tell you what the little guy can do for the history of this country, and then let me tell you what innovation, persistence, and hard work can do for our nation. This is the story of President James A. Garfield, the man who was convicted of killing him, and the guy who actually did. A doctor named Doctor. Special guest star Alexander Graham Bell, the man who said he invented the telephone, when in fact, he didn't. Charles Guiteau contracted syphilis at the Oneida Colony, a Christian sex cult in upstate New York that eventually evolved into the flatware division of the Anchor Hocking Corporation. After being thrown out for aberrant behavior, whatever the hell that means at a Christian sex cult, Charles decided that he deserved to follow in the footsteps of founding luminaries like Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and Gouverneur Morris to become ambassador to France. His conclusion was apparently based on an astonishing resume consisting of the sum legal experience of one whole case, loss, and the fact that he had a French last name. The White House found his diplomatic qualifications lacking and wisely declined the appointment. And like all great diplomats, Charles Guiteau responded by loading a .442 Webley British Bulldog revolver and shooting the president in the back. However, Charles Guiteau did not kill the president, for this bullet lodged non-fatally in the lump of fatty tissue, never to be found in the president. No, the honor of killing the president was fated to belong to another man, a doctor named Doctor. After the president was shot, the president wisely sought medical counsel from various friends and advisors. One of them was Abraham Lincoln's son, and he had suggested the appointment of one Dr. Willard Bliss to treat the wounded president. Dr. Willard Bliss had previously and unsuccessfully treated President Zachary Taylor, who died in office. We can perhaps forgive Dr. Bliss for losing that particular patient. A deadly cocktail of Bing cherries, spoiled milk, and diverticulitis caused his stomach to explode in front of horrified White House guests. First meeting with the president, Dr. Willard Bliss proceeded to plunge an unwashed hand into the president's wound. And if that wasn't enough, over the course of the following weeks proceeded to introduce a number of unwashed hands and instruments into the president's wound. When unable to find the bullet, he too sought counsel from the American inventor Alexander Graham Bell. Wait, no, that's not right. Alexander Graham Bell was Scottish, and while he may have invented a thing or two, he certainly did not invent the telephone. That was a guy named Anthony Meucci. But who you gonna believe? Anyway, Bell brought a new invention with him, something he called the photophone, when in fact it was a primitive metal detector. Unfortunately, this new moonshot into medical innovation proved to be entirely useless. Either the thing didn't work, or the magnetic contraption was foiled by non-ferrous metals like, say, lead bullets, or perhaps it had to do with the fact that the president was lying on a metal bed on a mattress supported by metal springs. Due to several false alarms and no bullet, the president ended up with new holes in his midsection. Dr. Bliss eventually ruptured the president's liver with a metal probe, and in the space of just 3 short months, the president died in septic agony. The president's stamina against sepsis and incompetence was indeed remarkable, for James Garfield was a hardy and wise man. The president was one of the more talented and accomplished men who had ever reached the Oval Office. He was a war hero who saved countless lives in the Civil War. Not only elected president of the United States, but he served as the president of a small and well-respected college in Ohio. Intellectually, he had few equals, and he would amaze friends and colleagues alike as he translated random English passages into Latin and Greek simultaneously and ambidextrously at the same time with both hands, his left hand writing Greek, his right hand writing Latin. Charles Guiteau was executed for murdering the president, though his bullet did not kill him. Dr. Willard Bliss, however, billed the United States for $25,000, more than $500,000 in 2020 money. And in 1882, Dr. Bliss went on to publish a book describing in sickening detail his method of nourishing the president while he was murdering him. The book, Feeding Per Rectum, showed how to insert a stew of ground beef, water, and egg yolk right up Pennsylvania Avenue. And this tome went on to sell thousands of copies and is now available at the Library of Congress in the severe nausea section. Sometimes history is written by the football captain, the brave hero who strides to victory and hits the books and comes out on top. Sometimes history is written by the people from below, the masses who march for justice and a fair shake. History is sometimes written by the mouse, sometimes by the cat. But sometimes America's history is written by dangerous lunatics, imposters, and frauds, and those are the ones I worry about. This is government by, for, and of the people. Decide right now. Are you the cat, the mouse, or are you one of these assholes? I'm Kareken, American.